All right, let's get a check on how the TTC is coping, how the snowfall is impacting operations. We're joined now live by spokesperson Stuart Green. Stuart, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. I imagine it's been a really busy day for TTC operations. So just, I guess, walk us through some of the things you're dealing with right now.
Yeah, it has been a busy day. I mean, we've been doing okay. I mean, all things considered, the subway has been running fairly well. We've got a bit of a slowdown, a restricted speed in the open cut areas. So those parts where the subway is above ground, they're going about 30 kilometers an hour there, but underground they're running fine. Buses and streetcars are very different, of course, because they're running in mixed traffic, and they can only operate to conditions in order to be safe. So we've seen some buses getting stuck on the hills in the parts of the city we know that are particularly problematic. But the good news is that working very closely with the City of Toronto and our own staff, we've been able to clear those stuck buses quite quickly. We have had to take about 40 to 50 stops out of service. They're all listed on our website, again, because they're in hilly areas, and once the buses stop, it's hard for them to get started again. So we have had some challenges. You know, this is a significant snowfall for Toronto, but our operations are doing quite well, and we're out there getting people where they need to go safely. Our operators are doing very, very great work today. And
getting safely, I mean, that's the biggest priority, just period, full stop today. When you talk about those 40 to 50 bus stops, Stuart, that are kind of out of commission, are they out of commission essentially for the foreseeable future for the next few hours? And what do you suggest commuters do if they arrive at a stop and they realize their bus isn't coming? What should they do next?
Yeah, so we actually took those out of service this morning in anticipation. The fortunate thing about this storm, if there could be such a thing, is that it happened overnight, so it allowed us to get ahead of some of this. We take those stops out of service proactively. At each of those stops, there's a QR code, as well as a number you can call, a text number, to get information about that stop and where the next nearest stop will be. I think the people that are impacted by those stops now, they're in areas that people would probably use them on a regular basis, so they would be aware of the potential for those stops going out of service. So the best thing to do is check our website. They stay out of service until it's safe for us to put them back in service, and we know that we can confidently get buses moving again once they make those stops.
I guess what's the threshold in terms of deciding that from the TTC perspective? Is it once the hill or the street has been adequately plowed and salted that you decide, okay, now it's safe to put this stop back into service?
Yeah, so the stops are on routes that are operating. So the operators can feed back to our transit control center and say, oh, this hill on Bathurst, for example, it's now clear. We can probably put that stop back in service. That's kind of the determination we make based on the experience we're having on the road with the buses that are running.
Okay, I want to ask you about Line 6. We've documented the troubles with this line. It's mostly been because of weather events since this line went into service. I think it was like since 7 o'clock this morning or so. Line 6 completely shut down between Finch West and Humber College stations. What's the update there, Stuart? And what's the prognosis for today when it comes to Line 6?
Yeah, so I mean, I think as you know, and certainly as others know, the TTC is the operator of Line 6. Metrolinx owns and maintains the line through their contractor. So the issues that we're seeing this morning, as I understand it, through an operational lens, is there were some issues with the switches, as well as a couple of vehicle issues. I think there was also an issue with some snow plowing and getting in and out of the yard up on Finch. So these combination of things, it was decided in conjunction with our partners at Metrolinx and Mosaic that we'd stop service until we could confidently get it back and have it running efficiently. So as of now, it's still down. We've got shuttle buses running. We've got about 18 buses running on Finch in place of the LRT. Again, this is all part of the learning curve. We're learning. Metrolinx and their maintainer Mosaic are learning. Our commitment, though, is to give the best advice we can to Mosaic as an experienced operator, and we'll all work together to get this line running much more efficiently, especially in the winter months.
Yeah, no question about it. Really challenging and frustrating for commuters, but certainly those shuttle buses available to them. TTC spokesperson Stuart Green, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Beatrice.